This episode of the New Hampshire Business Show is sponsored by Everlasting Capital. If you're a small business and you need money and a bank won't give it to you, Everlasting Capital is here to help. In as quickly as a couple of days, you can have the funding your business needs for new equipment or anything else you need the capital for. So submit your application today and see how they can help you out. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the New Hampshire Business Show. My name is Chris Pastrana, and today we're here with Kat Taylor of The Hidden Studio, a lifestyle boutique. How's it going?
Doing very well, Chris. How about you?
I'm doing great. My computer freaked out there for a second. So let's get everything going. Tell us about yourself and your business.
Sure. I have lived in New Hampshire my whole life, right here in Derry. And I was a banker until about 50 years old. And I decided there's more to life than being in corporate.
Yeah.
And I took a few years and I decided that life was owning a yoga and wellness center.
Okay. So you already started off with a very big jump that we can talk about, banking. So going from banking to what you do now, I'm going to assume is a massive jump.
It's a massive jump, especially salary-wise.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. And, of course, atmosphere-wise as well, environment-wise. But I do have a health and fitness background since probably the age of 25.
Mm-hmm.
I always did it on the side. I, was a personal trainer, group classes. So, I had the background.
Okay.
It wasn't as big of a jump as you would think.
Okay, good. That's good because it sounds like a pretty significant lifestyle change. So let's get a little bit into what you do, because I'm sure a lot of people don't know what a lifestyle boutique is. So you want to tell us a little more in detail of like what you do on your day-to-day, the services you guys offer?
Absolutely. The reason I called it a lifestyle boutique is because my vision, and I only opened in November of 2019, right before COVID hit. So my vision, and it's still forming, is, you can come to the Hidden Boutique and address any lifestyle problem you're having, or not necessarily even a problem, but, something that you're already strong on as far as physical fitness. And we offer it all. And I want it to be a one-stop shop for people, a community, if you will.
Yeah. Awesome. So, yeah. So again, kind of similar question. What do you guys do there?
Yeah. I realized I didn't answer that question.
Yeah.
So it's great that you know my vision, but so we offer yoga.
Okay.
And we offer group, we offer indoor, we offer outdoor, we offer virtual. We actually do 2 outdoor classes a week at Max Apples.
Oh, wow.
At their Adams Road location, at their UPIC. So it's a really nice venue there. We do Reiki, offer Reiki. We offer workshops of all kinds. Last night, I just did a workshop that began out at the Audubon Center in Auburn. And we were building spirit balls. And we did a meditation and then a walk out to the lake and came back. And that's an example of a workshop. I myself, I'm a certified life coach. I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm a certified health coach through the American Council of Exercise. I'm a certified functional medicine coach through the Functional Medicine Coaching Academy. So I offer a lot of services myself. And we also have a boutique.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned, did you say spirit ball?
Yeah.
So you want to, what is that? Because like you're
I knew
making
you were
spirit
gonna say
balls. I'm
that.
like, I have no idea what that is.
I knew it. So a spirit ball is, if you think of the clear acrylic round ornaments that you can get to fill for like to hang on your Christmas tree or
Yeah.
whatever. So that's what we use as a base for it. And spirit balls go back to the 1800s, and they were called witches' balls, fairy balls, and the purpose of them was to hang them in your window. You filled them with things that had meaning to you, and you set an intention, and it was either you were trying to attract something or you were trying to protect yourself from something. And they're really have taken off. I do one a month, and we have a lot of fun.
That's awesome. So from what I gathered from that, I like the style of everything you're talking about, because I personally also have this thing with doing a lot of different things at a time.
Yeah.
So, I just got my boating license. I'm working on getting my scuba diving certificate, so just more and more and more and more things. And it's kind of like that. It's like, yeah, I got a certificate in this and this and this and this. And it really does create this well-rounded atmosphere in a person, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I like what you do, because I think people need more of that, need to get outside a little more often.
I agree with you. And, I also think that, and of course, coming from a banking background, I think I have a little more business insight than your typical, and I don't mean this in any degrading way, but your typical person, that may go into business for themselves. And I think that you need to have multiple revenues of income, coming in, multiple streams,
Yeah, that's important for any business, because if you're only living, because just take COVID, for instance, because you mentioned starting late last year.
Yes.
And then walking straight into this, it's, if you only have one revenue, it's easy for that to get cut. And then you're like, okay, but if you have something that's at least partially, I can't talk, partially, virtual or in another avenue, you can kind of, bridge those black swan events a little bit.
Absolutely. There's at least 50% of yoga studios are closing around the country, which is, really sad. And it's mainly because yoga is their only stream of income, and they just have no way to, sustain and stay open.
Yeah, because I was talking to a karate studio yesterday, and he said, I think the stat currently is at least 1/3 of them across the country are done. So that's a lot of businesses.
Sure is.
Yeah. So interesting. So now that we're adjusting to the pandemic a bit,
yes.
How do things look moving forward? Because you said your vision is still growing and evolving, and what are you looking at as far as moving forward with it?
Yeah. Well, I just had a meeting with I use somebody for marketing. I learned in the first 4 months of business that, that's probably a good investment. And I have a lot of things planned. Again, it's about versatility and now I can't think of words. Choices, for our clients. I'm very fortunate that I'm breaking even right now. I've been open for 6 weeks or so post, shutdown.
Yeah.
And, my focus is shifting a little bit. Before the main focus of my business really was the yoga, because it's an immediate draw to bring people into the studio.
Yeah.
Now, yoga is certainly still a focus, but I also have gone to e-commerce to sell items in my boutique. And I developed actually and I did trademark it. It's called an Everything Zen box, which people are purchasing mostly to give to others as gifts.
Yeah.
And it can be a monthly subscription. So I'm just, I'm really expanding on what I have, but just expanding the way that these services can be offered.
Yeah. So let's go into the Everything Zen box.
Yeah.
What does that look like for a customer?
Yeah. Well, it's just like it sounds, it's, you receive a box with, it's kind of everything Zen. Right now, I'm allowing customers to customize their box, and so they can choose from, most of the clothing is yoga based, but it's very active. It's active wear that you could, wear to do any sport or. So they can choose a top and a bottom, or they can actually choose a dress, which we actually sell, casual dresses in the boutique too.
Yeah.
We have an aromatherapy candle set that goes in there. That's made by, I try to have everything made by New Hampshire companies. So that's made by a New Hampshire company, those candles. And I have an eye mask that goes in there. It's a weighted eye mask and made in New Hampshire. And it's used to, just to relax. You can put it in the freezer, have it cold, put it on your eyes. People use it in Shavasana during yoga, if you know what Shavasana is.
Nope, I have no idea.
Okay. That's at the end of the class. That's when everything goes quiet and you lie down and you put your blanket on and you get all comfy. And
people regret their decisions.
Pretty much. And there's some crystals and, just some things in there that somebody can relax with.
Okay. So I like that. That's funny. So people that want to learn a little more about you and everything you offer, first, where you're located, and then how do they get a hold of you?
Sure. I'm located at 25 Nashua Road in Londonderry. I'm suite F3. There's a reason for the name of my studio. That is because, and even if I tell people specifically what to do, they still drive around and around. When you enter Landmark Crossing, you have to go behind two sets of buildings, and I'm as far as you can go. You can't go any further.
Yeah.
Where the studio is. You can get a hold of me in several different ways. You can send a message through our website. You could also call our studio, which is 603-260-0986. And you can email me, which is Catherine@thehiddenstudionh.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been good.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. It was fun.
Absolutely. So thank you everyone for listening. Definitely go out and check out the Hidden Studio if you can find it. And we'll see you all next time. Want more New Hampshire Business Show? Find us at iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and www.nhbusinessshow.com.